Hey guys, how's it going? It's Lee. I wanted to talk to you guys today, and you ladies, about how I view my body image and how I go about passing, I guess, as a male. Um, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos today about other trans men who have come out and how they pass and pretty much like their whole journey through their transition. Trying to get a little research for the film project that I'm doing. Um, so I figured, I might as well make one. Um, it's really hot in here. So regarding my body image, as you can tell, I'm not, really muscular. I have like big chesticles. Ugh. Um, I don't really work out too much. I'd like to, and when I do, I like go hard in the paint. I'll work out for maybe like uh, an hour to 2 hours tops on my legs and on everything. Um, but then there's times where, like, for a month, I'll work out really hardcore, and then for like 3 months, I won't work out at all. And that's pretty much the stage I'm in right now. I've been drinking this supplement, though. It's like a muscle milk thing or whatever, um, to like help me kind of build up my muscles. But normally, I just walk everywhere. I'll walk anywhere from like 5 minutes to like 3 hours if I got to get where I got to go. And that's like helped keep my thighs in check so that they're not too big, I guess. Uh, but anyway, so yeah, my body image. I've never been comfortable with my body. Uh, and even before like I knew that I was trans, I just felt like something was wrong. Not really like this is the wrong body. It's just like this isn't how my body should look. Um, One would be these giant chesticles. Like I have a kind of binding bra on right now. It's like a sports bra kind of thing that makes my double D's just look like regular D's, which doesn't really help. I wish they'd look like A's, but my binder that I bought a long time ago was when I was a lot bigger person, so it doesn't really fit me anymore. And I lost a lot of weight since then. Um, just like walking and biking everywhere. Um, but yeah, when I like go swimming, um, I don't wear like bikinis or one pieces. I just wear like a standard wife beater and one of my binding bras, and then some board shorts. Um, my I went to the beach a couple weekends ago with my sister and her friends and their kids and my niece, and for like some reason my sister took it upon herself to explain to them that I was wearing my wife beater and board shorts because I forgot uh, my bathing suit or whatever. And I quickly turned around and I was like, no, I didn't. And then I gave her this look like, what the fuck? Um, I don't really know why she said that, I guess, to like not confuse the children. But I mean, kids are pretty smart and they know what's up. Um, like the second time I met those kids, they were like, "Are you a boy or a girl?" And I was like, "I'm a boy. I'm just, I just look like a girl." And they're like, "That's cool." And so now my sister takes it upon herself to clarify that I'm a girl at all times, even when it's not necessary. So the kids are kind of confused more by what she's saying than what I'm saying. But back to body image, like let's see, I wonder if I can show you. Um, yeah, this is my body. I'm not like really fat or anything. I'm kind of sucking in right now. But I want it to be like a lot shorter. This is my favorite underwear, actually, Diesel's. This is me like sucking in my stomach. I eventually want to like get to this point or a little smaller, but this is me now. And as you can see, I'm like really hairy already. So I don't think you know, like when I take tea, it's gonna be awesome because I'll get more hairy and my voice will get a lot deeper. But I probably won't stay on tea for a long time. I mean, I don't know yet. Like once I get on tea and I get to where I want to be with my body, then I'll probably get off of it after like my surgery and everything. Um, but yeah, back to my body image. Sorry, I'm everywhere all the time on these videos. Um, yeah, I've never been comfortable with my body image. Like even when I have sex, I don't get fully naked until I've like known the person for a long time and that they understand that I'm trans. As naked as I've ever gotten was like a bra and some boxers or like my cute briefs. So, you know, like for some people that's been like a major problem because they're like, do you not trust me enough or whatever? And, you know, it's never really about them. It's more, you know, just something that I feel with myself. I've always had like kind of a problem with my weight and with the fact that I'm kind of short. You know, I'm 5'6", and everyone in my family is at least like 5'8" up to like 6'3", so I'm like the really short one of the group. Um, and so like the fact that I was really short and when I was younger I weighed like 190 or something, so I was a pretty like tubby kid. Uh, and that like bothered me a lot. I would never really want to take off my shirt or anything. And then I lost weight and I started like wearing wife beaters a lot more to, you know, show off. Not really much of anything, I guess, but I'm proud of this. You know, like there's not much hang fat. There's not too much going on here. And these like sports bras really help my chesticles look a lot smaller. But in terms of like passing, it kind of sucks because sports bras they help if I wear like a really baggy shirt, but I'm into this whole like cute gay boy clothing thingy. So I like to wear clothes that actually fit me now because my body looks good in those clothes, and so sometimes it's hard for me to pass as a male. Um, but I also wanted to talk about, you know, not only like my body image and like, you know, I'm starting to feel a little bit better about it. And sometimes I'm just like not cool with it at all. I'm just like, I can't just fucking stand to look at myself. Or like I'll get on the scale and I'll be like, I need to go hit the gym, which really just means I'm gonna go on a long walk listening to music, or I'll go to the club and dance my ass off for like 3 hours because that does the same thing. Or I'll have sex for 2 hours and God knows how many calories I'll burn. But yeah. Anyway, um, yeah. So there's that, and there's also the whole because of my body image thing. Like, I don't really think that I pass too well, but there are some people I meet where they're like, yeah, you know, I totally thought you were a guy, and then, you know, like you took off your shirt or you did something, and I was like, oh, it's a chick. And I'm like, no, no, you were right the first time. So they'll be like, okay, that's cool. Um, but I actually don't know a lot of trans guys, sadly, Tia. um, I've met a few via like social media, like Facebook, YouTube. Apparently, everybody's on Tumblr. I got a Tumblr, but I don't really understand it. I don't really have a lot of followers. I don't follow a lot of people. So that's not a gay thing that I'm into too much. But you know, it's cool because uh, because of social media, I'm able to like meet a lot more people who are going through the same thing, and so we talk about like what's going on. And at this place that I volunteer at in Orlando, they have like trans man meetings and trans woman meetings. So I've been trying to get to those, but it's been really hard with my weird schedule and my lack of getting around sometimes. Um, but another thing I wanted to address, thank God I just remembered, I smoke a lot of weed, so I always forget. Another thing I wanted to address was the fact that my personality um, comes off as being an asshole, which is true. sometimes, actually a lot of the time, I am a major asshole, and I consider it being honest. Some people don't, but whatever. So, when I was younger, I didn't really understand that when people told me my personality had changed, that they thought I was just trying to be like more of what a guy was. I didn't understand that at all. I thought I was just being myself this whole time. Um, but I've talked to like a few people who've been like, yeah, you do have like a guy's personality, and um, I was like, oh, that's awesome. But then they'll like talk about like, and I feel like sometimes, you kind of fake doing extra shit because you think that's what a guy is supposed to be. To address that, if I do, I really don't notice it. Um, I've been this way ever since I was a little kid. You know, like I said in my last video, my sister even said I was born a little tomboy. Like I just never liked dresses. I never liked any of that girly shit. Um, but I do now realize that when I actually came out as trans, that I did start to act a little bit more like, macho. Like I've always been like butch or whatever, but when I actually like put the trans label on it, I started to be more like, oh, men do this for women, or men do this for someone else who's like weaker or whatever. Not saying women are weaker, because God knows they're a lot stronger, but more power to you guys. So, uh, yeah, like that's been really weird for me to get in contact with myself about that, and just figure out like, I don't need to do certain things to be seen as more masculine or more of a male. Um, and I wanted to apologize to some of those people that I was, a major dick to, just, trying to be more male in that way. I've talked to my brother-in-law a few times, and he's always like, so, you're trans, what does that mean? Or, so, you do this, what is that? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm going to transition, I'm going to take testosterone eventually, but I don't think that I need to act a certain way or do a certain thing to be seen as more masculine or more of a male. Because, I mean, I am a male, and I'm pretty masculine, and there's times when I'm pretty feminine. And it's this ex-friend of mine told me that, or not, she didn't tell me, she told actually like one of my good friends that she was more of a man than I was, because I do effeminate shit. Like I'll like dance with the gay boys, and I'll like get really into it, like work it. And she was like, yeah, like he's totally a chick, and I don't know how he could be a trans guy when he does all this chick shit. And I'm just like, it's ignorant people like you that make it hard for people like me to come out and be themselves, because of this dumbass notion that if you're gonna be a man, then you have to be like, oh, hey, like Johnny fucking Bravo or whatever, and not just, be yourself and do whatever the fuck you want. So I mean, like, at first it really pissed me off, and now it still kind of pisses me off, but it still makes me laugh, because that person definitely looks more manly than I am, and she's a butch lesbian. Um, she has, like, this short, like, fade hair. She's, like, really, like, macho and everything, but she's not trans. And I always, like, kind of laugh, because I'm like, yeah, sure, you definitely look and act more manly than me. Okay, but you may look or present yourself as more manly, but I'm definitely more of a man. And I think that's what my next video will be about, is what even makes a man. Like what is it that trans men really identify with? Because as my sister likes to say, all men are stupid and all men are fucking blah blah blah. And it's funny because she's married to a man. But I don't know. Not all men are stupid, and there's a lot of people that are stupid, whether they're male or female. But I think it's weird to like just classify one sex as being that. Anyway, always going off topic. So, in conclusion, I guess I'm working on how I see myself and on my body image a lot more. I started last year, I think, when I got my own place, to like walk around without my shirt on, and I never really acknowledge my chesticles at all. I'm kind of just like, oh, you're there. Hopefully, you'll go away sometime, and I'll wake up without you, and I'll be the shit. But it doesn't happen that way. Um, but I've gotten more comfortable with like wearing a beater out, and people say shit like, "Oh, you have a nice chest." I'm like, thanks. Hopefully, you'll say that after these are gone. I wish I could donate them because that'd be awesome. Um, but yeah, so I'm working on my body image and how I see myself, as opposed to like what I want to see myself as, and I'm also trying to work on my personality and myself so that I'm more of Lee and I'm not like just this crazy monster who, when I start T, I'm gonna be like flipping balls and turning into the Hulk and being like, "Bitch, get away from me!" Oh, because nobody likes that. That shit's not cute. Unless you're on Jersey Shore and they're like the orange version of Smurf, so that shit's not cute either. Yeah, but that's about it. So, peace, love, and chicken grease, and everybody have a good day.